What could possibly be a never seen before build? It seems like we've seen every possible build name there is at some point. Well, I found something we haven't seen, and it has nothing to do with the build name. The build name is actually probably something one of you watching have. I'm specifically talking about this new build I made's stats. As y'all might know, I am a top 110 level in the world, and I'm Legend 1, which means I get 19 cap breakers. And only around 110 people in the world can make builds like me. And what I mean by that is only a select few people can go into the builder knowing they have 19 cap breakers, and they can put down the 19 most expensive stats to give them a ton of extra attributes all on the same build. But most legends walking around are either 7-foot double 99 rebounding with high pass sag builds, or they're one of those guards that has a 99 3-pointer, 99 speed, and a 99 agility that I'm sure most of you are familiar with. The point is, nobody really makes competitive, unique, all-around builds when they have this many cap breakers. So I took it upon myself to get into the lab and create my very own all-around ISO build that could just do about everything I wanted it to. And this is what I came up with. So the build originally came out to be a 2-way 3-level shot creator, and I say that because this build name ends up changing. I upgraded it to 99 overall immediately because I have rebirth and a ton of VC from playing stage, so that cost me about 375,000 VC. Now here's what the build looks like with 0 cap breakers. Just a normal looking build that anyone who plays this game could make. Like I said, I was in the builder for a while and I tested exactly what the 19 most expensive attributes were that I wanted. That way I could maximize the amount of extra attributes I could possibly get on this build. So first I put a +4 to my driving dunk, which is going to put me from silver to gold posterizer, and it's going to give me an extra contact dunk animation. Then I put a +5 to my mid-range, which is going to put all my shooting badges from silver to gold. Then I put a +5 to my ball handle, which is going to put all my silver dribbling badges to gold. I even put a +4 to my speed, which is going to make me move much faster on offense and defense. And then I ended up hitting level 40, which gives me an additional cap breaker, and I used that cap breaker to put a +1 to my 3-pointer, and this didn't give me any extra badges, but according to 2K Labs, this is going to give me a +4% make percentage. Also, shout out to 2K Labs, use code DoubleH at 2klabs.com. Oh, and those cap breakers allowed me to change my name to a 2-way scoring phenom build. But like I said in the beginning, that's another popular build name that I'm sure some of you watching the video have. And we're not talking about the uniqueness of this build name, we're talking about its stats. So let's get into those stats. Now, like I said, putting the cap breakers on these certain stats allowed me to have all these other stats that you're seeing all on the same build. Now, if you tried to make this build in the builder with no cap breakers, you would only get this far. I mean, y'all, I'm missing an entire category. I didn't upgrade speed, agility, strength, or vertical. And like I said, only like 110 or so other people in the world are Legend 1. So only 110 or so people could even make this build. And considering I made this unique build on my own after hours of thought, this could potentially be, like I said, a never seen before legend build. Now, before we get into the gameplay, these are the official final stats. Now, obviously I upgraded what I wanted to upgrade, but just having all of these stats on one build is just mind-blowing to me. Like, first off, I have a 94 speed on a 6'4", 230 pound, which is max weight, 6'10 wingspan build. That is just out of this world and is just not common at all on 2K. And if someone did have a 94 speed on this type of build, they would certainly not have all these other attributes to go all around with it. Like, look at my other physicals: 88 agility, 85 strength, 80 vertical. I mean, we have an 80+ in all of the physical attributes. Then I have a 93 dunk for a bunch of contact dunks. I have a 92 midi and an 88 3, so I can score at all 3 levels. Then I have a 92 ball handle for every dribble move in the game except for Steve Francis. I'm fast with the ball, my 86 speed with ball. I also have 71 pass act, so I can play any single game mode unless it's like competitive 5v5 pro-am, but that's not what this build is really made for. I have gold stealing badges, I have a max block, I have an 85 perimeter defense, and not to mention, I have max offense and defensive rebounding. And you're gonna see later on in this video why that is my favorite part about the build and what makes this build so game-changing and such a meta ISO build, in my opinion. Now, taking a look at our +1s, once again, we have gold rebound chaser. Like, with an 80 vertical, it's an insane combination. You're gonna see it in the gameplay. I +1 shifty shooter to Hall of Fame shifty shooter, and these badges are just really good all around. Like, yeah, we don't have like a legend badge, but we have tons of gold and Hall of Fame badges, and we have some good silver badges. I mean, gold rebound chaser, gold immovable, Hall of Fame slippery off ball on a max weight build, silver box out beast. We have gold lightning launch, gold handles for days, gold set shot, gold posterizer, gold glove, gold deadeye. We could just keep rattling off the badges. Not to mention, next season when I hit level 40, I can put a +1 to my 3-pointer, 489 3-pointer and get silver limitless range, just making this build even crazier. Oh, and the takeover I am using is Pest Takeover, which gives me a plus to my perimeter defense, agility, and steal, and it gives me the Vice Takeover ability, so this build is an absolute menace on defense. Anyways, drop a like, hit that subscribe button if y'all want to see me make more builds as a legend with all these cap breakers I have, because I feel like not a lot of people have the opportunity to do that, and the people that do have that opportunity, they don't really be making unique or cool builds. So let me know in the comments what I should end up making. But anyways, this build is my personal favorite build to use right now. Let's jump into the gameplay. What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Henry, aka DoubleH, back at it with yet another banger, and I have been taking over with my new favorite build, my all-around ISO build. I can do just about any dribble move with this build. I can break ankles with this build. I can hunt midi phase with this build. I can go on the ISO, absolutely cook you up with several different dribble moves, putting you into a spinneroo. I don't even know what you call that for an easy green. Okay, this build plays tons of great defense, whether it's on ball, off ball. I'm out here back fading, out of bounce on hop shots, greening some impossible shots. And we're even mixing in some screens sometimes into pass backs to fake out the defense. And this build has just been a lot of fun. You see another crazy ankle breaker right here. These are just a few of many clips that I've already gotten on this build that I just made last week. We're also hitting contested threes after getting heat check, where we green 3 shots in a row to earn that. And we're also getting to that dunk meter because we have a 93 driving dunk with a bunch of contact dunks equipped. Now let's go ahead and get into some competitive gameplay into the stage of this build, some full gameplay against some other GOAT tiers where the difficulty is at the highest in the stage and where our opponents are trying the hardest because there's VC on the line. Okay, now the reason I made this ISO build, because it has high strength, high vert, and high rebounding, and because it's all around, and hopefully those 3 specific stats could help us fight the meta of screens in 2K. If you guys didn't know, and it wasn't obvious enough already, in 2K25, the meta is having a small point guard run around screens with a 7-foot inside center with 99 rebounding and just midi fade and 3 hunt, right? As I miss kind of a bad shot right there, should have taken it for the dunk. And then right here, I missed my last shot of this game that you're gonna watch right here. But yeah, I wanted to balance that out. So this rebounding is gonna allow me to get rebounds. This vertical is gonna help me jump higher for these rebounds. And this strength is gonna help me box out these other centers. So that way, when my center is shooting the ball, we can still get those second chance opportunities with offensive rebounds from me that these other lineups, that these 7-footers would be getting second chance opportunities for their 6'2 guards like they do with their 99 offensive rebound, right? So that's kind of the goal with this build, and it ends up working pretty well. Now, in this specific game right here, you see I don't get that rebound right there, but that's because the center was switching onto me. That really never happens, number 1. And number 2, usually I get the rebounds anyways. You're gonna see a lot of key rebounds that I get. Like right there, I just boxed out the other 6'7", got that rebound right there, even though it wasn't an offensive rebound. And I really think this build can fight a lot. Especially, the great thing about this build is I can switch anything with my center. So if someone's trying to 𝘮𝘰𝘯'', us, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. If you're not, don't worry about it. But if someone's trying to 𝘮𝘮𝘯'', me and Chad on this lineup, we can switch everything because I can guard the center. I can box out the center. I can get a rebound over the center. I can also defend the center. I have block. I have perimeter. I have steal. But look at me absolutely mixing this dude up on the ISO for a green with the heat check. I mean, I'm out here cooking as I'm yapping about why I like this build so much. And then they get a steal. We turn it into a block. But yeah, I think the defense and the second chance offensive rebounds is going to be so crazy on this build. And even if people aren't trying to 𝘮𝑗 us, if they're just simply setting screens, we can switch it. I feel like that's just not a thing that's done with other lineups. Like right now, obviously, like I said, the meta is like a 6'2 point guard with a 7-foot center that's double 99 rebound. You're not switching to the center on a 6'2 point guard. It's not really going to work too well. As we get a steal right here, lane steal, hop shot fade, damn near out of bounds, and we green it. I mean, god damn, we can shoot the ball on this build. If that was something you were wondering about, oh, can you shoot with the 88 mid or 87 392 midi in the stage? Bro, of course, we super consistent with it. We're going crazy. Yeah, 6'2 guards, they're not going to be out here switching onto a center or boxing out a center or getting a rebound on a center. That's not happening. So those are 2 big advantages that I'm gonna have with this build when it comes to the 2s core. And yes, I did make this build specifically for 2s. You could play 1s with it though. But look at 20 points, shooting good percentages. But let's get into this game right here where we're playing a 6'4 GOAT tier with 99 steal, 99 perimeter, and 95 speed. I mean, this dude's build is literally built to play defense out here, okay? And this, you're gonna see some quick clips of what it looks like when he's guarding me. Now, I do have only an 86 speed of ball, but this build I play super simple on, especially when I'm playing locks. You know, I'm not gonna do much. I'm gonna get to my spots. I'm gonna take my open shots. I'm gonna take my open dunks, whether it's a reverse dunk or a De'Aaron Fox crossover into the paint for a standing dunk, or just a dunk meter, a midi fade, a step back for a three, whatever it might be. And that's exactly what I was doing in this game. You see, I do miss open right there. He reaches out. We get the open mid-range. We get it to go. And I'm not even using Patty Mills. If y'all know, Patty Mills is like the fastest jump shot in the game. But look at that ankle breaker. 99 perimeter defense. But it don't matter. This build's going crazy. Not to mention, this build has Hall of Fame strong handle. So I can like dribble through people, get that one animation if y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, if there was a build that was going to guard my build, it's going to be the build I'm playing against in this gameplay right here. I mean, dude has 99 perimeter, 99 steal, 95 speed. If he can't guard me with this build, 6'4" max wingspan, then I don't know what's guarding me. We can also get to that front fade midi and play like a little 6'2" guard sometimes if needed. We shot 8 for 10. Didn't even really need to make a 3 that game, and it's an easy W. Into the next game, though, we're playing against a footer and a 6'3". So these dudes were setting a lot of screens, hoping their center would get offensive rebounds. He's a 7'1" center with high rebounding, high dunk, and high block. And this dude has a 92 speed of ball on a 6'3" guard. Okay, so he's going to be a lot faster than me. They're going to have an advantage with that 7'1" center when it comes to rebounds. But how is that lineup going to play against our lineup? Because obviously size-wise, they have the meta lineup. So first play, I end up taking a bad shot. That's on me, right? They have inside position down there. I'm playing a little low, trying to make sure he doesn't pass it down there. I'm trying to fight through the screen, and I play good defense. I get a weak with an 85 perimeter defense right there, and it goes out of bounds. That's going to be our ball. So first play for us, they get a stop. First play for them, we get a stop, right? And a lot of these guards that I'm going to end up playing in the stage, most of them are like 6'2". So I can easily blow by them like that, or like that. And guess what? Most of the centers we're going to play are these 7-foot centers. And they're going to have to make a decision out of the corner. They're going to have to predict early, am I going to guard the other center for 3, which is Chad, my popper, or am I going to leave him wide open? So it's going to be obvious when I pass the ball. If you guys didn't already notice right there, Chad went for a midi fade, and I had box out on the guard. Because guess what? If Chad missed that midi, I would have the easy rebound. Because guess what? 90% of these stage guards do not upgrade rebounding. So I'm going to have the free rebound every single time with box out beast, goal rebound chaser, strength, vertical rebound, all combined. Look at another second chance opportunity right here. And only a third chance opportunity. This is why I made this build. We're going to get a ton of opportunities that most ISO builds wouldn't be able to get due to the stats that I can get on this build. Right there, we get the easy layup, even though he helped. We also got a step back 3 earlier. We are up 12-0 right now, and it's due to the fact that we are getting multiple opportunities. You want to know what other lineup gets a lot of opportunities? Those 7', 99 offensive rebound, 99 defensive rebound lineups. And that's why they're so meta. I can get on this build and also get those opportunities. We're cooking up for threes. We're cooking up for easy dunk meters. We're just going insane on the ISO. And y'all are seeing on a couple occasional plays, I'm mixing in a screen or two. Now right there, Chad throws an unfortunate pass. We give it back to him. But let's see some defense. You see I have the pest takeover on. I'm getting a boost to perimeter, agility, steal. It's basically like having lock takeover, right? And that's what another thing I like about this build is I can really guard most builds. Like I can guard centers, I can guard guards, we can switch. Like I said earlier, I can guard a lot that most guards can't guard. Now we give up a layup right there. We're still up 17-6, so we have plenty of mistakes to make. Right here, I'm kind of just going over the screen. He made a weak. That's good defense. A weak is a weak. He timed it. That's the type of defense I want to see. But usually if I didn't have lock takeover, I could call out for switches right here. Right here, I try to jump through the screen. I get a ghost contest, so he ends up missing. I have heat check and takeover. So honestly, if they help, I could hit Chad. But if they don't help, I have heat check. So whether I want to save it for the next play or use it this play, it should work out, right? So he's guarding my corner fade, so I end up going over here and oh my god, step back out of the Trae Young snatch. Oh my, it's just looking good. The Trae Young behind the back into the Zach LaVine step back with the heat check is, I mean, that's gonna be open damn near every time. And if it's not open, I should have an easy dunk meter. Once again, Trae Young size up into the Trae Young behind the back, Hall of Fame strong handle through his legs, gives me a wide open dunk. That's that 85 strength, 92 ball handle combination right there, and it turns into the easy dub. Now that last game, showed us that the size difference between the meta, which is 6'2" and 7 foot, meta versus our non-meta 6'4", 6'7" lineup, we can have some advantages with the stats I have on my ISO build. Now, right here, we're playing a double 6'7" lineup, a 6'7" lock ISO build, and a 6'7" popper, okay? Now, these guys were really kind of a defensive-oriented team, and they were also running ISO. So they have a pretty similar lineup, right? The other ISO guard is just taller than me. First play, I get an easy standing dunk. Going into the second play, these guys wanted it bad. Like, you're gonna see they end up fouling me a lot. I shoot a close shot midi fade right there, which is, there's just so many ways I can score on this build. I can get a reverse dunk, I can get a standing dunk, I can get a dunk meter, I can get a midi fade, I can get a front fade midi, I can get a close shot midi, I can shoot a step back three, a fadeaway three. I can literally score all 3 levels in any way on this build, which is another reason I like it. But I end up missing a shot, their popper hits a 3, so now it's time to guard the ISO, right? I jump a little early, he gets an open layup. That's just bad stick defense on me. He's back on the ISO, we're up 5-4. Chad's just not guarding him, leaves him open, he hits another 3. So they're playing pretty much how we play offensively. It's just they're using a little bit different builds. It's really just the guard that has a different build. We leave him open again, he hits again. So their center is absolute lockdown. Knockdown. He's hitting every shot out the corner. So it's time to strap up and play some good ISO defense. I'm getting bumpy with it. I'm keeping up with him. He has low energy. We've definitely tired him out. And this dude shoots a front fade 3. He was going, I don't know if that was heat. That must have been heat check. I don't know what that was, but that was kind of a crazy shot. Anyways, I hit Chad for the mid range. He gets it to go. And even if he didn't make that, this other 6'7" that we were going against right here, he didn't have rebound, so I probably would have got that rebound anyways. I get a lot of rebound animations where even if I don't have box out, I end up just getting it because I have an 80 vertical. But look at, they foul me 2 times in a row. I mean, they're really trying to get the ball back. They're up 11-6 right now, so they really wanted to get this win. But randomly I hit Chad, good pass, he's wide open. The center went down to go get the rebound early because the shot clock was going down low, and that just shows my 71 pass like, for anybody second guessing it, that was an absolute bullet, man. The 71 pass like ain't no joke. We get the easy standing dunk. Even though the center was leaving Chad open, he wasn't down enough in the paint to get a contest there. So obviously, I'm going to take my easy points. Another foul, by the way. And then guess what's next? Another foul. Dude, they were fouling crazy in this game. They were not trying to lose. They were locked in for this 2,500 VC. So now it's 11-11. They're leaving Chad open again. I didn't get boxed out. Didn't get the rebound. I was kind of close. If I had box out, I would have got the board, but I didn't get box out. It was just too quick of notice to get it in time. Chad would have had to hold on to the ball a little bit, but it's cool. We end up getting a stop. That's good defense right there. See, as long as I get in front, that 55 interior defense is fine. Like, I have 6'10" wingspan, but I dex back to the right. Chad throws the lane, and they get it right back. So now we're in a really bad position. Like, we didn't even miss a shot. We threw a turnover to give them the ball back, but guess what? Chad gets it right back. We both have two-way tenacity. I'm telling him to slow it down. I come around to the right side. I get a wide open 3 and I miss. Wide open again, and my right stick shooting glitches and gives me a very early. So now we're really trolling. Like, we're throwing turnovers. We're shooting very earlies, but we get it back. So this is damn near our last chance. Like, if we give it up again, we're gonna really have to pull out a good defensive stop. So we hit Chad on the corner. He's leaving him wide open. Every time he leaves Chad open, I'm gonna hit him, especially since Chad's missed a good amount this game. Like, he's due to get some greens in, right? So it's 15-14. I have takeover if we do give it the ball, and guess what? They're double teaming me again, and guess who got the rebound? Me, even over the center. That 80 rebounding, that 80 vertical, and that silver box out beast, even though I didn't even need to get box out right there, is coming in handy in a competitive situation right there. If I don't get that rebound, we just give up the ball already after one shot. I mean, these are very key second chance opportunities that are affecting these games in putting them from losses to potential wins. So now we're up 16-15. We force a switch right here. I knew he was going to leave me open, so I just go step back because I knew they wanted to switch it back, and I'm wide open for 3. So 19-15, game point. Any score wins it. We do a little pass back. I have 2 adrenaline right here. Shot clock's going low. I know the center is going to go down for the rebound, and he does exactly that. Late clock once again because he did it earlier in the game, and we get a wide open 3 for Chad to get the win. Now, going into the next game, we are playing a Jokic 7-foot, 99 rebounding, high pass sack, shooting footer build. and a 6'4", 99 perimeter, 92 agility, 91 steal, 91 three-pointer build. So basically like a 6'4" lock that can ISO and shoot, and a 7-foot center that has really good blocking and rebounding, pass sack, and can also shoot. And these guys were pretty good, especially the center. So on the first possession, I go into my De'Aaron Fox crossover and get the wide open standing dunk. Now this build does get the dunk meter, but I can also get to that standing dunk, and I think it's important to do both of those things because, you know, sometimes the defender will jump early and sometimes they won't get in front at all, and you'll just get the dunk meter. So we're up 4-0. I should have shot that first three right off the step back. Wasn't really expecting him to leave me open. I shoot the second one, and that ends up being the bad shot. Even though it was still open, he shoots a fade, and what in the world was that, and how is that not out of bounds? What is this jump shot this guy had on? Why is he jumping after every three? I couldn't tell you. I don't know what he was using, but he was timing it, okay? I don't know what he was doing out here. And then they had this 7-foot Jokic build also jumping after every shot, and he was not missing. This Jokic footer guy was really good. He was not missing a single shot out of the corner. So right now he's 1 for 1. We end up leaving him open. I have box out. It's a free board. He makes it again. So now he's 2 for 2 from the corner. So we're down 9-4. We're trying to look for a stop. This team is playing very similar to us. The only difference is obviously me and this dude have different 6'4" builds, and then they have a 7-footer in the corner while we have a 6'7". And look at this. How is he greening with that jump shot? I don't know. And it's actually a fast jump shot, so I couldn't even contest it right there, even though I was low-key kind of there at first. Like, I was guarding the shot. Then Jokic goes right by me, and now we are down 14-4. We're down 10 early, and he has lock take, and the center is rebounding takeover. But I have a 91 steal. I can get an on-ball steal. I can get a pluck sometimes. I get to my front fade midi with 2-8 tenacity, and we get it to go. And just like that, without the other team making really a mistake, it wasn't really his fault. They didn't miss a shot or anything. We get the ball right back. But then I take a really bad shot. That just wasn't a smart shot. But Chad gets the steal right back. We're playing defense out here. I get a wide open 3 with my Kevin Porter jump shot that I'm going to show at some point in this video, so make sure to stay tuned. And we get it to go. I'm going to show my drill moves and everything. My jump shot, my drill moves. Trust me, I got you. Everything I'm using in this video, I'll show you. Now we get an easy dunk meter right there off the De'Aaron Fox crossover, 14-11. They leave Chad wide open. He misses. This dude has rebounding takeover. He's the only one in the paint, so obviously he's going to get the rebound, right? He's trying to take it out slowly, but look at our defense. We are playing defense. He tries to pick it up, and he's out of bounds. We are applying pressure on the defensive side of the ball, and it is working. So now down 3. Jokic help. Chad hits me back, and they don't even guard me in the corner, so I get the easy wide open corner 3. Kind of was an awkward shot off that crossover, but we make it. We green it. That's all that matters. So now it's a tie game, okay? 14-14. We've basically been losing the whole game until this point. They leave him wide open, and he gets it to go. You can't be leaving me or Chad just wide open in the corner. Like, we gonna hit, especially after some misses. I get a wide open midi fade. I get it to go. You see, I am rhythm shooting some of my midi fades with Pro 2. You guys didn't know how to do that. You have to go up on the right stick, then down on the right stick. But now I have heat check and pest takeover. We used the occasional screen that we do be using in our offense, and I get wide open with the easy heat check. It's safe to say I've been going crazy with this build. Let me know your thoughts on this build in the comment section. What kind of videos do you guys want to see me do with this build? Because I've been having a ton of fun with this build. This build's insane. Here is the jump shot I was using in this video. Now keep in mind, I am going to try to get used to Patty Mills jumper. I just don't know how to time it yet. I'm going to lab it up, learn that jump shot. Here is all the animations and dribble moves I was using in this video as well. Make sure to drop a like for me hooking you guys up with that. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and yeah, just let me know your thoughts about this build in the comment section below. I made this build for me for the 2v2 core, and I've been absolutely loving it. But it's been your boy Henry, aka DoubleH, and I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.